is going on, Bowman Buzzers? Welcome back to the 946th edition of Buzzer Breaks, where today we are busting open a fresh case of the brand new release, releasing today, 2023 Bowman Hobby. What is going on, everybody? I hope you are all having a wonderful and fantastic Wednesday evening. It took me a second to figure out what day it was. Wednesday evening. We are getting started with the release with some hobby. Jumbo was a little bit harder for us to attain. Obviously, a lot of the bigger baseball breakers are getting allocated like 90% of what comes from Topps at the moment. But I'm hoping after the release settles down a little bit, we will be able to get some Jumbo in, maybe do a little mixer action with some last year, this year stuff. But there will be more Bowman to come. And again, thank you all so much for being in this one. For those of you that haven't already claimed or paid full case, just be sure to let me know if you do want your team in the second half. We're going to run that tomorrow. Break of the week is going to get pushed to Friday. So yeah, just let me know if you want your team in half number 2. The sooner the better, so if you're watching now, if you want to just let me know by the end of the night. Otherwise, the deadline is tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central. Already see a couple buzzes in the chat. Matt Reddick is here. What's up, Matt? B-Wad33's in the house. What's going on, B-Wad? James Cole's in the house. James, I got to toss you a wrench. You've been in, I think this is your third buzzer break, so I definitely got to get you in as a mod. Welcome, James. Thanks so much for hopping in and closing out that mini. Appreciate you, my friend. Big, what's happening? How you doing, buddy? Big, you've got the Pirates tonight. Good luck, my friend. But yeah, and guys, I will say up front, I haven't gotten the chance to do a bunch of research on this Bowman class, though. Yeah, I kind of priced this out. I took 10 different breakers' prices, averaged them out, and obviously applied them to our costs. But I'm still kind of learning as we go. Obviously, I know some of the top chases. I'm going to have a prospect sheet up for me on the right. It should only take me a couple breaks to kind of get into what we know. But I remember at the beginning of draft, we pulled a Black Jet Williams, which is a huge hit, and I didn't really know. I was like, oh, cool, I hope this guy's good. So we might get a couple of those today, just as a fair warning, but I will know if we pull a Drew Jones, Cam Collier, that it's an absolute banger. Scuba Steve is in the house with his cubbies. What's going on, Scuba? Cammy Tate, what's happening? Cammy, even though you're starting your finals, you're here for a buzzer break. We appreciate you so much. And we can take solace in the fact that our basketball teams are finally done after a brutal, brutal season. The House of Pain all together. Red of Memphis. What's going on, Red? Your Grizzlies are going crazy now. Desmond Bain is absolutely applying it. Let's get some Matt Mervis for my man Scuba. We do have a small mini Terrell. We'll go ahead and take care of that right away. I am really quickly going to pull up my sheet I have for tiers, just so I know who the bangers are. Alrighty, buzzers. Give me just a second. Alrighty, okay. Alrighty, buzzers. Good luck to everybody in the mini. Top spot is getting the Mets. Second spot's getting the Red Sox. Both pretty decent teams here. Third spot's getting the White Sox and 15 in credit, so it matches the mini price. And the fourth spot is getting all paper base. Just so you guys know, the paper base is... So, if you hit a numbered paper for your team, that's obviously going to your team. Same thing with autos, which I don't believe there are any, but all regular base paper first, Bowman, vet, everything is going to go to that paper base slot. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, Mike, T-Smart, Paxfuls, Mike again, and this is my card account times 2, James. Good luck, guys. We're going to roll Paradise. If we get Snake Eyes, we'll re-roll. It is 4. Good luck, everybody. 4 times on the roll. Here we go. 3 and 4. That's how this one's going to shake out. 4 times here, 4 times here. A little bit of an uneven roll, but congratulations to T-Smart and Paxfuls. T-Smart is going to take down the New York Mets to go with his Arizona Diamondbacks. Paxfuls, Gavin, or Shelby, rather. Sorry, I don't know why I said Gavin, but Shelby is going to take down the Boston Red Sox. Travis is also taking down the White Sox. And Shelby is going to take down the paper base slot. James and Mike, you guys deserved a better fate with your 2 slots. Sorry that you didn't end up with the team. But feel free to use that credit anytime. And just shoot me a message if you're wondering how much credit it is that you have. I'm going to go ahead and put up the teams on the right. We are going to rip this case open and do the first 6. And Travis and Shelby, you guys both have priority. If you want to claim any of these spots in half number 2, you'll have the priority to do that. So I'll just message you after the break. All right, everything's up there. Give me just a second, guys. All right, cool. I've got the tier. Oh, let me do this instead. Perfect. I've got my tiers up on the right side of my screen so I can kind of know what we're working with. Cool. Slothfoot, what's happening? I don't know if I said what's up to you already. Fernando, what's happening, my friend? Oh, James, it's the worst. I'm sorry. I saw your message about if all 4 of you would have got a team, that would have been an absolutely perfect outcome. But unfortunately, you got the short end of the stick today. I'm sorry, my friend. James, as a Timberwolves fan, I could not agree more. Just a dumb universe. And our season ends yesterday, right? I think it's over. I'm like, okay. Finally, a couple months of peace. Finally, I don't have to hear about the Timberwolves every other day. And then Anthony Edwards is getting charged with assault. And he's also liking comments on Instagram talking about how we made the worst trade of all time. So it hasn't been a couple days in Timberwolves land, man, but it's the off season, so I'm gonna try to ignore everything until next October. Alrighty, guys, 6 boxes out of the case. I'll say this too, guys, in all my time breaking, that is no question the heaviest case I've ever picked up. Thought my arms were about to fall off the first time I picked it up. A lot of cards coming out our way. And guys, I like doing this from time to time with releases. I have not watched a single Bowman box get ripped yet. I kind of do it intentionally. I kind of like going into the product with you guys together. Of course, I've got a lot of knowledge about Bowman products from all that we've done. So I know what to expect, but this is going to be my first time seeing it. I am so excited. Veggie, what's happening? How we doing, Veggie? Pack Beast and Landon, what's going on, y'all? How you doing? Nathan, let's go. And I should remind you guys, like 4 Bowman breaks ago, I instituted a $100 Bowman Super Fractor Bounty. Of course, you'll keep the card, and you'll get 100 in buzzer credit from us. So if we hit our first ever Super today, you will be getting 100 in credit alongside the card. Man, I want to see one. No matter even who it is, like any Super Fractor would be super cool. Of course, Drew Jones wouldn't be so bad for my man T Smart and the Diamondbacks. Came in and took the Diamondbacks off the top rope. Travis, it is awesome to see you, my man, and I'm hopeful we got at least a little Drew Jones buzz for you in this case. Buzzers! Good luck. Each box has 1 auto per. Should see at least 1 or 2 numbered per, as well as inserts and all of our base first action. And of course, the paper slot is going to get the paper stuff. Good luck, everybody, and here we go. Start out with a couple paper rooks. I'm going to have a paper spot. Sorry, J-Dog. How about an Invicta? Eric Hernandez to the White Sox. That is not numbered, I believe. But that's what our Invicta looks like this year. It's a pretty clean design. All of our paper. How You Lead the Phillies going to Big. And a Josu De Paulo going to the Dodgers. Sorry, I'll have to go a little faster than that. I'm still catching the vibe. Yup, Nathan, on this channel, yes, you guys get every one of one that you hit. No question about that. It's probably going to be numbered paper, I would think. Oh, it's our auto. First auto is going to be Junior Caminero to the Tampa Bay Rays. Not a bad hit at all in purple for Tampa. Griffin and the Rays get a beauty. 14 out of 250. Based on kind of the small bit of research we've done, he looks like a tier 2 prospect. Number 19 prospect in the Rays system. Nice purple hit for Griffin to get things started. There we go. I didn't even realize that was going to end up backwards. Otherwise, I would have sweated a little bit harder. There's all our paper. Jesus Baez to the Mets. And Jace Jung going to the Tigers. Give me just a second, guys. Just making sure I've got everything in the right spots. All right. Nice. Let's go. That's so buzz. I wasn't even thinking auto right there, but with the backwards buzz happening. There's all of our paper. There is Kyle Harrison going to the Giants on the first, and Young Kill to the Rockies. Nice. Well, let's go. Sick hit for Griffin, the Rays. It looks like we've got An Atomic on back. There's Simeon Woods Richardson with the RC. Man, Varland should have been in the set. Brock Jones to the Rays. Atomic of Drew Gilbert. Minnesota kid going to the Houston Astros, I believe, right? Yeah, St. Paul, Minnesota. I think he's from my area, if I'm not mistaken, actually. Drew Gilbert on the Atomic, which these are not numbered in this release of Bowman. I think they're obviously generally to 100 or 150 on the inserts. We have Yelly. Here's an insert of Jet Williams, speak of the devil. Just was talking about him. There's a Jet to the Mets. More paper. Kumar Rocker to Texas. And Lawler. Oh, get out of here, Red. Top 75 of Colas to the White Sox. Oh, weird to see Yasser on a non-first. Abel Bastidas to the Detroit Tigers. Definitely going to screw up a couple names. I have no idea what this parallel is, but it's Daniel Guillarte for the Brewers. Going to Drew. Not numbered. I can't say I've ever seen this parallel before, though. Any of my buzzers that have watched in Bowman already know what this one's called? Daniel Guillarte to the Brew Crew. I will say, too, I was not a fan of this design when it was initially kind of like floating around the pictures and from what I've seen, but I really like it now that we're having it up in person. How about, what is this? Oh, what is this? Please tell me this is not just a common insert. What is this? It's Drew Jones. Do I have a banger in my hands, or do I just have an insert in my hands? Bowman spot. Okay, common insert. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, but it is Drew Jones. I wanted to make sure it looks like a Night Moves almost. Logan Wagner, Dodgers, and a Xavier Isaac, Tampa. Okay, thank you guys for letting me. I know that almost looks way too cool to be a common insert. They should have made that like a case hit or SSP or something. Paper, free F to the Guardians, Zach Galoff to the A's. I gotta say, early results, early returns are telling me that I am gonna mess up some names in this Bowman release. For anyone that's watching that's not as familiar with this, here's a Rookie of the Year favorites of Miguel Vargas, Marion Boyd, Osuna to the Rangers, and Tony Blanco Jr. to the Pirates. Oh, you be quiet, Nathan. There's an Elijah Green and a Manuel Beltre. Beltre? Interesting. Yeah, for those of you guys that are new to the channel, or you're just watching and you haven't really broken with us before, there's a Modern Prospects League of his own of Lawler, Paper, Simon Juan, and Gabriel Martinez to the Blue Jays. For those of you guys that are new and haven't broken with us before, just so you guys know, we are mainly a basketball page, but we do like to dabble in Bowman. And generally, I get into the releases as they go. I don't have as much knowledge going into it. So I will sound a little bit dumber than I usually do, that's for sure. Which is pretty hard to pull off for me, right? Dude, that card is so clean of Drew, too. It could easily end up being like some sort of case hit or something, and no one would blink. There's an Espino for the Guardians. There's a Collier paper for the paper spot. Rafaela, Refractor. Of Marcus Lee Sang, one of the lunar parallels again. That's going to the Phillies. Going to Slothfoot. We have Rookie of the Year favorites. Nolan Gorman to the Cards. Lionel James first to the Red Sox. And Luis Rodriguez first to the Cardinals. Trey Turner, Rookie of the Year favorites of Casas to Boston. There's our boy Julian. Hope to see some ink of him for the Twins and Sharn. Jorge Burgos to the Guardians, and Pedro Ramirez to the Cubbies. Julian is the rare one where he's already made his MLB debut before this Bowman released. He had a dinger for my Twins the other day. Sights on September, Andrew Painter to the Phillies. Dylan O'Ray, Paper, Colas, and Nerwin Cedeno for the Padres. Greg, what's going on? I don't know if I said what's up to you, Greg. What's going on, my friend? Okay, I just wanted to make sure we didn't have anything like hiding in these all paper fronts. There's a Drew Jones first for the D-backs and T-Smart and the Dominguez. Modern prospects ready to rock. A Simon Juan, a Bowman Chrome stud, Joshua Baez, and Yofri Solano for the Marlins. Modern prospects, Ellie De La Cruz, the Ellie Show. I love that insert. It looks super cool. Myro Shendrick Martinez for the Dodgers and Metalzard and Marcelo Meyer. That's what's up. Well, thanks for hopping into the break, and thanks for buzzing in the chat as always, my dude. Bowman Scouts top 100 of Roderick Arias. Marcus Lee saying we have a speckled, a $2.99 of Dion Frias for the Guardians. Who's got Cleveland? Greg's got Cleveland. There we go. The What's Up Greg power is here. And he has a Frias. Oh, man. I'm honestly going to have to... I'm going to have to study this to get the names right. So far, I know I've been off on a couple. How about a modern prospects of Jackson Holiday to the Baltimore Orioles and Bo's Nose? Juan Chacon, Boston Red Sox, and an Aponte for the Blue Jays. Yes, sir, Greg. That's what's up. Let's go. Paper. Bowman Scouts top 100 of Emmanuel Rodriguez to my Twins and Sharn. Took one with me. It was Jackson. And another Jack. Back-to-back product hits in Jackson Holiday and Jackson Churio. Or product chases, of course. Talking about last year's Chrome and Draft. Grosjean sights on September of Jordan Walker to the Cards. Lisandro Rodriguez, KC, and a Jay Savina for the Brew Crew. Oh, Greg, no doubt he's going to the Hall of Fame. Sights on September, Churio, Vaquero, and Nelson Rada for the Angels. And that is going to be it for box number 1. Glad that we got a solid auto right off the rip, too. Obviously, Hobby is the one auto per, so our autos mean a little bit more as we go along. So nice to see some solid color and a solid prospect for the first one. Good luck, everybody. We are here on a box number 2. Yes, I'm sorry. I went a little bit slow on that one. I'm gonna make sure I speed it up. There are a lot of cards in Bowman, so I can't go as take my time mode as I usually like to. Cedane Rafaela and Martin Gonzalez, Mariners. Yeah, I'm at the contenders pace, which yesterday actually got us through super quick, even going decently slow. There's a Curtis Mead, Tampa. More paper, Juan Chacon. How about an Atomic of Colson to the Sox? Oh, base slot? I'm going to have to go to my LCS for you, Shelby, and buy a box. That's what I had to do for Matt last time we had the paper base slot. Luis Rodriguez cards and an Angel Janao? There's no way I said that right either time. Sights on September of Valera to the Guardians. We've got some paper number, and it's Termarr Johnson. That is the weirdest numbering I've seen. 152 out of 199. Pirates, just the font on those numbers is a little bit different than I expected. Pirates are getting that one, and big Joshua Baez and Jackson Holiday to the O's. Salvi. There's a Bryce Harper to 15. Really random. 0-2 out of 15 to the Phillies. Going to Slotfoot. Picks up a random. It's paper, but it is Bryce, and it's number 15. Really, really weird and random hit, but we'll take it for my man Sloth. Huh. That was kind of out of nowhere. Lisandro Rodriguez, KC, and a Brady House, Washington. Yeah, man, I remember putting that together. I was like, oh my goodness. I think we might have our auto here. Good luck, everybody. And I will say in advance, I apologize if this is not an auto and just a backwards card. It's an Angel, and it's Caden Donna. Wow, and the orange shimmer. 19 out of 25 Angels going to Fernando Vasquez. I'm not too familiar with Mr. Donna here, just because the prospect sheet we did was mainly predicated on hitters. But yeah, it's an orange. It's an orange shimmer, and it's 19 out of 25 to the Angels, going to Fernando. And that's kind of the hope that this case stays that way. If since it is only one auto per, hopefully we get a little bit more in the form of color rather than base autos, because I know we've had that problem a little bit before with the jumbos. Volpe top 100. More paper. Gold shimmer. Got 2 refractors here. We have a gold shimmer of Colson. The whole Colson 23 rainbow going to go to the White Sox today. My man Travis Smart. 29 out of 50 on the shim. And then we have a lunar of Justin Henry Malloy going to the Atlanta Braves. Hopefully no relation to Ed. Yep, 1 auto per box, CB. For that, that's what it is for hobby, and then for jumbo, it's 3 per. There's a Corbin Carroll Rookie of the Year favorites. I'm really hoping... there's Jay Savina. There's Hal Yu Lee for the Phillies. I'm really hoping that jumbo comes down in price a little bit so we can do some. I mean, it's up near like the 700 mark right now. I'm curious to see how it progresses, but Miguel Bleis, man on a mission. Hopefully the big move is there's a Drew Jones Chrome first and a Robert Perez Jr. for the Mariners. The big hope is that we hit the Drew Jones Superfractor right about now for my man T Smart, so the prices can come down on the boxes. Wouldn't that be a 2-for-1? There's a Churio on the cusp. Luciano, Brock Jones first, and a James Wood. Oh, they're just so nice, and they look really, really good with this design. Like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan of this design when they first announced it, but I really, really like it, seeing it in person. Frias and Lionel James. Same thing happened with Prism this year, too, though. Like, the computer-generated images really don't do the cards justice until you got them out here on the table. Gorman, Rookie of the Year favorites of Langoliers for Oakland. Vaquero and Nelson Rada for the Angels. Man, the biggest... I think it was Jameer Nelson Jr. in the tournament. Sights on September Frelick. More paper. Tony Blanco Jr. Pirates. And Nicole Young. Jameer Nelson Jr., Kenyon Martin Jr., like... I mean, even Jackson Holiday, being Matt Holiday's son, makes me feel super old, too. And yeah, Drew Jones is just another one on that list. Luis Garcia, Gavin Cross. And man, for those of you that watched Del Curry buzz for the Hornets back in the day, Justin Crawford top 100. It's got to be even weirder seeing Steph become the greatest shooter of all time. Kennedy Corona and Montesino for the Pods. All that up for your discretion, of course. There's this insert again. It's so clean. This Termar to the Pirates. Going to big. Like, it genuinely looks exactly like a Night Moves. Panini got to step up their game if those are the basic inserts on top, because that is just beyond clean. Oops, wrong pile on those guys. Oscar Colas and Bergola. Yep, James, 100%. Yep. Which is crazy. Like, it's nuts seeing these dudes' kids get to the league. Makes you feel old. Rookie of the Year favorites of Moreno. More paper. Cedeno for the Pods. And a Miro Shendrick Martinez. He's got the greatest name I've ever seen. Hey, Travis, I don't blame you one bit. Let's get it done today. Peyton Graham first for the Tigers and Munoz for the Dodgers. Sights on September Luciano, Kyle Harrison, and Christian for Scoop. Mookie. More paper. Marcus Lee Sang for the Phillies and Luis Lara for the Brew Crew. Scouts top 100 of Soderstrom. Logan Wagner. We have another Lunar. And it's Cedeno for the Pods. Going to Matt Reddick. Matt, do you know if we have any other Padres fan in the Discord? I was going to say the strongest member of our Padres coalition, but you might be the only one. Cedeno, Pods. By the way, Matt, how's Tatis? Is Tatis came back a couple games ago, if I'm not mistaken, right? How's he been doing? Power Surge of Colas. Kumar Rocker, and Jacob Berry. How are the Pods doing in general to start off the year? Adley, top 100 of Gavin Williams to the Guardians. Jordan Lawler and Elijah Green. How's this guy been doing this year? Modern prospects, Yordani to the Pirates. Osuna to the Rangers. And Figueroa to the Rangers. On to box number 3. Good luck, everybody. Jacob Berry, we basically went through a couple of different guides and kind of compiled our own little list of tiers based on what those guys said. And it lists Berry as a tier 2, so I think he's definitely a very solid prospect. Ugh. Matt, you guys got too much talent not to pick it up at some point, though. There's our paper. Jorge Ruiz for the Angels and a Brady House for the Nats. More paper. Jesus Baez. Max Wagner first Baltimore and Luis Lara for the Brew Crew. Atomic on the back. Good luck, guys. Bowman Scouts top 100 of Luciano. Gutierrez. What's an Atomic and something else? The Atomic is Gabriel Martinez. That's going to the Blue Jays. Nice hit going to CB4. And then this is a number. 238 out of 399 to the Tigers. Going to my man T Smooth. 238 out of 399 of Peyton Graham. At least Bogarts is going off for you guys, though, Matt. Sights on September of Volpe to the Yankees. Daniel Susac, A's, and an Eric Brown Jr. to the Brew Crew. Bello, we have an auto. Good luck, everybody. Pull back the paper. Or, you know what? Let's pull it from this way. That sounds a little more... It definitely sounds a little more fun. Wow, good luck, everybody. I don't want to screw up the surface in case it's a monster, so I'm just going to pull it back. We have a red to 5 of Nolan Gorman to the Cards. Wow, 1 out of 5 going to Iron Man. Yo. Wow, and to think that I turned this thing around, I was like, let's reveal it from the front. And I see that red flash out. Cardinals. Iron Man, what a banger. 1 out of 5 on the Nolan Gorman in true red. First on the print. Wow. If I'm not mistaken, I think Cardinals are one of the cheapest teams on the board too. Iron Man scoops them up and gets a monster. Red, 1 out of 5 of Nolan Gorman. Wow, Iron Man. Congrats, my man. That is an absolutely filthy hit. One more paper on the bottom. Wow, that was beyond unexpected. Holy cow. Here comes a little mountain of paper, Mesa and Figueroa. Man, so far the colors have been purple, orange, and red. Let's keep it going. Let's get a hot case on our hands. Couple Twins buzzers in the back. Yasser and Brooks Lee. Modern prospects of Dion Jorge, Roderick Arias, and Martin Gonzalez. Let's hope for the former, Nathan. Wow, that is crazy. Bowman Scouts top 100, Elijah Green to the Nats. We got a little lunar on the back behind Fernandez, and it's Lawler. D-backs, Travis Smart. Nasty Nardo. There's a Drew Jones, modern prospects for T-Smart. Love to see any Drew Jones. De Los Santos, he seems to be pretty decently touted as well. And a now for the Guardians. Yelly, Rookie of the Year favorites, Riley Green, Xavier Isaac, Kenny Gomez, and there's a Mervis for Scoob. Wouldn't mind seeing a little Matt Mervis ink for Scoob at some point in this case. Bowman Scouts, top 100 of Jordan Walker to the cards. Cards are... Iron Man, you're a made man now. Justin Crawford and Ortega. Red, how many did Bane finish with tonight? He had 30 early fourth, which is crazy. Pales in comparison to the earlier Gorman, but here's another one for the cards, an Iron Man on the whatever that's called insert. Carlos Jorge Reds and a Samuel Munoz. That's crazy. Just a red out of nowhere. That's shocking. Jackson Churio and Braylon Bishop. I can't even recall how many reds we've hit. Our last case had one, and it was a Colson non-first. Those are super hard to hit, man. I'm glad we got a solid one. Oswald Peraza, Rookie of the Year favorites. Roman Anthony, and Parada once more. Did he? Jordan Walker? I know he had a ton of hype going into the season. Did he just have a rough start? Drew Romo, Rockies, Susak. There's another Drew Jones and Chrome and a Vaquero. Yeah, when red comes out of nowhere, you know it's usually bad. I'm surprised I haven't got more ant slanderous comments tonight. Nelson Rada and Zavala. Oh. He's an habitual line stepper, folks. Colson Montgomery and Jacob Berry for the Marlins. Sights on September, Jordan Walker. I thought that was number for a second. Just a little paper Ellie action. Jesus Baez, Mets, and Abel Bastidas to the Tigers. No way I could get that off, Matt. Brady House insert. More paper. Simon Wan and Gavin Cross for the Kansas City Royals. 4 packs left in box number 3. And again, guys, sorry I'm taking a little bit longer than other Bowman breakers probably would. 23 prospect on the top 100. Brooks Lee, Bergola. We've got another Lunar. And it's Jorge to the Rockies. Going to Veggie. Man, hot Cheeto diet all offseason. Elijah Green, Moises Ballesteros, and a Bergola. Man, I'm just like, I'm at the store, grabbing some stuff. 37 on the top 100, Oswald Peraza, Jorge Burgos, and a Pedro Ramirez. And I get a notification on my phone. Anthony Edwards is being charged with assault after post-game outburst, and I'm like, my heart sank to my stomach. I'm like, no way Ant did that. And then I see the video, and I'm like, my gosh, guys. Jackson Churio sights on September. Nico Puaka Grego for the Phillies. He's got a hell of a name, too. Junior Caminero for the Rays. Well, we're halfway through the first half. 1 quarter down, 3 to go. 1 to go tonight. Seems like we've done pretty freaking solid so far, especially on the ink. Let's keep it going, man. I really hope we got a hot case on our hands. And I'm really, man... We've hit an EMAC logo, man. We've hit Prism Black, Optic Gold Vinyl, Select Black. We've hit one of ones in almost everything we've broken, but not Bowman. We need a super. The only personal one of one hit I ever had is when we did an F1 box, me and J-Dog, and got that Valtteri Bottas one of one, which was awesome. But as far as baseball goes, we've never pulled a super, and I am trying to end that. We need to pay out someone 100 in credit tonight. Arias and Ellie De La Cruz. I swear, Veggie. John Cena actually wrote to Ant right after that and said that was excellent form. Robert Hassel. Looks like we've got a little blue lava action. Kenny Gomez. It's a first, and it's Austin Charles for KC. He seems to be a decent tier B prospect. Going to KC with a little color match action. Greg is picking that one off. 123 out of 150. Listen, CB, if Ant asks out of the Timberwolves, I ask out of the Timberwolves. I never thought there'd be a player that transcends my fandom for that awful franchise, but he is the one. Justin Crawford, Phillies. Atomic of Alex Ramirez to the Mets, and T. Smart. Honestly, I like Russ, man. I think Russ kind of did. There's Matt Mervis on the Chrome first. We have our auto. Solano Marlins. Good luck, everybody. Show me that gold vinyl look. All right, finally we got a base auto, which I'm kind of surprised it took this long, but I am not complaining. We have a base auto on the first. It's going to Texas. And it's Tommy Specht going to the Texas Rangers. Going to Jared J. I don't see Specht on our list, so I'm assuming he's probably not the greatest prospect in the world, but I am happy for Jared J. and Landon to pick up an auto. Tommy Specht on the base. More paper. Ortega and Aponte for the Blue Jays. Oh man, KG versus Ant. That's a tough. I've actually never thought about that before. But it's tough because obviously Ant's just still so new, and there's a Colos on the Lunar. It's hard to say that he's past KG already, just because KG is kind of a big reason why I fell in love with basketball. And he's the only player that the Timberwolves have ever had that you could have made an argument for at the time being the best player in the league, and his mentality, all that stuff. It's gonna take a while for Ant to pass him, but I think he's well on his way. Jorge Ruiz and Susak. It'd be hard to say that I never like one more than the other. I will say, if Ant even makes it to the finals, let alone wins one, which doesn't sound super likely in our future, that would probably be the day he takes the one spot. But I love Ant, man. It's been so cool, like, not only just for him being on the Timberwolves and stuff, but right when Ant got drafted, right when Buzzer Break started. There's a Gunner Rookie of the Year favorites. Miguel Bleece and Edwin Arroyo. You want to fix that? But man, right when Ant's career started, right when he started getting put in cards, is right when we started Buzzer Breaks. So it's kind of special, like, to us in that regard. Like, the start of Buzzer Breaks is the start of the one of our favorite players of all time. Same as Jaden McDaniels. Same thing applies to him and Justin Jefferson. Like. It's kind of crazy when you think about it that way. A couple Minnesota guys started Break Page, and the same year, all three of the top... Well, obviously there was Herbert, Burrow, and stuff for football, but as far as basketball, besides LaMelo, Ant was the one to have. And, yeah, it's... For those reasons, it's why we love Ant. There is a Francisco Alvarez to the Mets on the Night Moves-ish insert. Drew Gilbert and Manuel Beltre. I do not want Marcus Morris after what you guys have said about him. That I will tell you. Yep, that's it, CB. I mean, he's probably the only reason why our team isn't currently in Seattle, you know? Fred Batty, Moises Ballesteros, and Anikao Puaka Grego. Dude, oh, CB, swear. Bowman Scouts Top 100 of Andy Pages. Abel Bastidas, Tigers, and a Simon Juan Mets. Yeah, it's hard to say I like him better than KG right now, just because KG, like I said, was so part of the formative, whatever the word I'm looking for is, but yeah. He kind of formed my love for basketball, so it's hard to pass that up, but Ant's on his way. We love Ant-Man here in Minnesota. I think an atomic insert, Indeed. 009 out of 150 of Alcantara. The top 100 of the Cubbies going to my man Scuba Steve. 009 out of 150. A little more paper, Caminero, and Marcelo. Yep. Yep, CB. Man, it's just a tough time to be a Wolves fan. There's Pedro Ramirez and Carlos Jorge. No way, Matt. Matt, did you sell that at the time, or do you still have it? The Ant-Man to 199. Dustin Harris, top 100. Max Wagner, and a Beltray on the Lunar. But yeah, that behind the back Ant, it's like, that picture, like, we honestly need to get a blown up picture of that thing. Carlos Colmenares. Keep getting fooled by that last paper. Andres Mesa to the Rangers, and Xavier Isaac to the Rays. I might for 50 likes. Marcelo, Roman Anthony Boston, and a young Kill for the Rockies. Wow, Matt, that's... I wish you still had the card so we could make a trade for it, but that was the right move. Zach Veen, sights on September. Yasser Mercedes, Brooks Lee. It's funny. 2021, the hobby was seeing heights that just, it probably won't see again for a long time unless there's some sort of catalyst. But it's crazy. Kobe Mayo, top 100. Kevin Parada, and Colson Montgomery. Alrighty, guys. It's been a fun first 4 boxes. We got 2 left to go. And again, sorry that I'm taking so long. We can, if you guys want for half 2, I can probably depack everything and just do stacks. That might be a little bit more of an enjoyable watch. Apologies if this is taking a little bit longer than y'all expected, but appreciate you rocking with me and chat with me as always. Dude, we're kind of in a similar situation, Jared. We both have, let's do this first. Green rookie of Lennon Sosa, 26 out of 399 to the White Sox, Travis Smart. Lazaro Montes and then Marion Boyd. We both have a young generational superstar with absolutely atrocious roster build around it. So I'm curious to see what direction our 2 teams go. I've heard rumblings that you guys might like Gobert, which take him off our hands for sure. I'll take Tim Hardaway, Dwight Powell, and a late first. Sights on September, Curtis Mead. Julian to the Twins. Finally see him pop out in chrome for Sharn, and a Ricardo Perez for the Phillies. Wow. Oh, I can't even imagine, like, Prism Hobby being $1,800 anymore. It wasn't even that long ago that it was, but there's Gabriel Gonzalez. There's Frederick Ben Cosme to the Orioles. No way I said that right again. Purple Auto. Good luck, everybody. Make sure none of these are paper numbered. I don't like rolling these down because I don't want to screw up the surface, so we're just going to pull it. It's going to be an auto. Colby Thomas to the A's. That going to Iron Man, who's had a really, really, really good break. Colby Thomas, 192 out of 250. Our sheet has him as a tier 3, so I think it's a decent hit. But yeah, Colby Thomas on the purple to Oakland Iron Man to go with that red Gorman. $15 on the prospect, Taj Bradley. Atomic, oh, Julian, again to the Twins, Sharn. Let's go, baby, let's go. Hope to pull some Julian. I got the Twins in a case break later today, which I'm excited for. Hopefully we get some ink of him for Sharn as well. Acuna and Arroyo to the M's. I need to block both. I don't want to say them in case you guys get your kids, but both of those report pages. Evan Carter on the top 100. I need to block them both because they start to get me, even though I'm like have a watchful eye for it. Austin Charles KC, Young Kel on the Lunar to Colorado. CB, 1 box left after the one that we're currently opening. I don't think so, Scuba. What do those look like? Send me a DM of one of those so I kind of know what to look out for on it. There's a Lawler prospects, Axel Sanchez, and a Collier for the Reds. Going to Nick Horgan. Wouldn't mind seeing some ink of him either. So there's 3 separate breakers that release Bowman guides that we kind of are going off of. I don't really want to release it like myself, just because I can definitely refer you guys to theirs. I just don't like, you know, I don't like plagiarizing and releasing a list as if it was my own. Spencer Jones, Yankees, and a Yordani. But we kind of just threw something together to have sort of a guide for ourselves for hitters, especially because we're probably going to be getting into more than a couple Bowman breaks. So ready to rock a Simon Wan. However, if anyone is curious about the prospects, I can definitely refer you to there's a Perozzo to the Mets and a Blake Louvier to the Red Sox. I can definitely refer you to my sources on those ones. Best card breaks? Ooh, no kidding, Scuba. You don't have to tell me. There's one of the grass parallels. I guess that was pretty obvious on the jump of it. Joe Gregory at, what is the name of the new page? Best Card Breaks on Facebook. Nathan actually referred me to him, and he has got really solid write-ups almost every single time. Blaze Jordan, the grass parallels of Mets, and it's Jets. 27 out of 99 to the Mets. Travis Smart is going to pick that one up on the grass parallel, which is an insanely sick idea for baseball. Jet Williams, 27 out of 99. But those guys are, they, for Bowman, are doing so much Bowman every year and do some really, really hard research. And their research did well for us when we were doing Bowman ourselves. Tristan Casas, Wilbur Sanchez, and Desan for the O's. Oh, man. Dude, you guys better not max them. There's a Jackson Holiday on the night moves, but not night moves insert to the Baltimore Orioles. Dylan O'Ray and Baby Acuna. Yeah, Jet the Met. I don't know. I can't see you guys maxing Kyrie. No way, right? I mean, maybe if Cuban wants to, you know, it's got to be a sunk cost at this point. There's Kauser and Jace. And coming from a Timberwolves fan, 1 first-round pick is really not the end of the world if you had to burn it. 4 is another thing. Rookie of the Year favorites of Vargas, Juan Brito, Rockies, and Ryan Clifford. No kidding. That's actually, dude, it's so fun when players get into it. Blaze Jordan, Marcos Cabrera, and Serta for the Diamondbacks, rather. What was his name? You guys know Tanner McDougal. He was a No. He was a first in Bowman Chrome this year. I was in some random whatnot stream watching baseball get ripped because it was super late night and none of my usuals were live. Jace Bowen and Jose Peroza. And all of a sudden, Tanner McDougal was in the chat. I always think stuff like that is super cool. I know Lawler from the Diamondbacks is in a couple different pages himself and buying up some of his own cards. First, Peguero, Gabriel Martinez. I was in a break in 2020, actually, one of my first Bowman breaks. And there was one of the dude's dads was in the chat, and he hit a orange, if I'm not mistaken, of his son, which is, that type of stuff is really, really cool to me. Ronnie Simon, we have a Lunar of Peguero to the Marlins. That is going to Greg on the Anthony Peguero. I mean, shorter term, I just don't know. I don't know what you guys are going to do with that roster build. There's a Sights on September of Ellie, Justin, Henry Malloy, and a Lugo. I just don't know how it's going to work. Like, you guys just need a center. You need Rudy Gobert. Hard sell. Jackson Holiday on the Modern Prospects to Baltimore. Juan Olmos and Ariel Amante. Yep. Ellie De La Cruz. That's so cool, like, when you realize that you did. I love that stuff. I sold one of the weirdest ones. There's a Sights at September of Lawler, Ruben Santana, and a Tavares. I opened one Prism White Sparkle basketball pack and pulled a Davion rookie. Sold it on eBay, and it was Phil Hughes, which I know he's pretty prominent in the hobby with his Phil's Pulls page. But as a Twins fan, that was pretty freaking cool, too. With a purple paper, up Peguero again. 235 out of 250 to the Marlins. That is going to Greg. Greg's been scooping. De La Cruz and Mikey Ramiro. 1 box left of hobby, guys. Sorry for how long this took. I hope it wasn't too boring to sit through, but tomorrow I'll probably depack each box as we go along so we can just do stacks. I know other breakers do that. Probably makes a little bit more sense for the amount of cards that we have to go through. But last box of the first half of the case. Just want to shoot a reminder to you guys, if you are watching right now, it would be preferred that you let me know if you want your second half right after the break. If not, if you need a little more time to decide, no problem. Just let me know by 5 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. And for those of you in the break, I'll probably have like an hour or two period where I'll let you guys priority claim the teams that weren't claimed for the back half of half two. So just keep an eye out for that. I'll probably make a small separate channel like I did with contenders. There's Jay Savina, Brew Crew, and a Junior Garcia for the Dodgers. Basketball random? What do we have? I think at the moment, because we're still waiting on our break of the week shipment to come in, I think we only have Prism FOTL, Logan Wagner Dodgers, Trey Sweeney doing a little bit of Monopoly left. If you guys want to do a little Monopoly after this, I'm down to a little Prism FOTL. That's the two things we have, so we could definitely do something if you guys wanted. How-You Lee for the Phillies, and a Brock Jones for Tampa. Ethereal after all we've been through? Is that? Like, the gold color in the 90 made me think that was going to be gold or something. Osuna, Atomic of Parada to the Mets. Hey, we wanted. I'm down. We have a little bit left. We ordered all right, last auto. No sweat since there's so many packs left to go. I want to spoil. Okay, we'll just leave it there. Show me a Superfractor. Oh, it's called Shimmer. Oh my god. My heart just sank so far into my stomach. You guys have no idea. Encarnacion. Dylan Frias. Gilbert Herrera. Got a hot case on our hands here, folks. God, I thought that was... I saw the color pop out. I was like, no chance. But we do have a gold Shimmer to 50, which ain't half bad at all. And it's a Dodger. And it's Myro Shendrick Martinez. That's a definitely decent hit for the Dodgers. We've got him as a tier 2. That's going to my man, Metal Zard. And the Dodgers Zard. I did not even know you were a baseball guy before today. I was surprised to see you take Dodgers, but I'm very happy that you did. This is a decent hit. 16 out of 50 of Myro Shendrick Martinez for the Dodgers. I gotta say, he's got a sick auto and the best name in the class. There's no way anybody is gonna beat Myro Shendrick. That is my favorite name I've ever seen in a card. Myro Shendrick Martinez to the Dodgers. Gold Shimmer Metal Zard. Nice hit, my friend. Break of the week will be Friday this week. We're going to do second half of Bowman tomorrow, and then the break of the week will be on Friday. Tony Blanco Jr. and Osorio. So I know Ethereal and Red, or anybody else want to do Monopoly? If you do, throw me down some interest in the chat. We got a couple more resale beyond our initial shipment, so I'm definitely down to run something tonight if you guys were. Rookie of the Year favorites, Josh Jung. Collier, we've got a pink paper to 299 of Ruben Santana to the D-backs. Going to my man, T-Smart. Cole Young, magenta on the back to 199 is going to be Tony Blanco for the Pirates. That going to big, 150 out of 199. Son of a Myro Shendrick. 49 on the top 100, Brian Rocchio for the Guardians. Lionel James and a Christian Serta on the Lunar to the D-backs and Travis Smart. Really good first half of the case, it feels like. Obviously, I'm kind of still learning, but we got some solid prospects and some really solid color. And Jefferson Rosas. Sorry, this is supposed to be paper. My fault. I stacked a little chrome in there. Let me do a quick calculator quick. Joshua Baez, Rare Bird cards. Luis Rodriguez and a Hector Rodriguez. Give me just a second. Let me do a quick calculator. You guys want to do like a 20 boxer, 39 per? Something like that? I'm down for that if you guys want to. We could do 20 at 39. 30 spotter if you guys wanted to do that. Rookie of the Year favorites of Adley. Joshua Baez, and Jackson Holiday. And if we have enough people, if we have enough like 15, 20 spots in the chat or so, I can definitely tag at basketball, and we could probably fill it up within Discord. I know people will be wanting to do that. Juan Chacon and Alessandro Rodriguez, the KC. I wish. Maybe one day, President of FOTL will be that cheap. Vaquero on the night moves, but not night moves insert to the Nats. Christian Hernandez and Gilbert Herrera, Twins. I wish I could go cheaper. I got a huge batch at resale, which is the only reason it's not as cheap as it was last time. But if you guys wanted to do that, I'm down. De Leon, Max Muncy. We're at the negotiation tables. Rookie of the Year favorites, Garrett Mitchell, Kumar Rocker, and Lawler. Jackson Merrill on the top 100 of the pods. A little more paper. Chase DeLauder and Henry Davis. I'll ban red to rip some Monopoly. I think I'm probably not seeing enough interest in the chat to line it, just because I don't want to force it down your guys' throats unless it's something you wanted to do. But if there is a bunch of you that do want to, just let me know, guys. Top 100 of Kyle Manzardo to Tampa Bay. Oscar Colas, Lunar of Elijah Green to the Nats. That's going to Iron Man. 5 packs left. Sights on September of Kumar Rocker, Luis Garcia, and Kennedy Corona. I can't imagine how many jokes Kennedy Corona got during the onset of COVID-19. I'm sure he was just sick of his friends in the group message after a while. Cedeno and Gutierrez. Jonathan Mejia, Daniel Montesino, and Arias. Yeah, how crazy is that, Greg and Matt? Like, Max Muncy is not like it can't be a common name. To have 2 players make the MLB with that name, the odds have got to be low. Leon, Peyton Graham, and Kyle Harrison. One more pack to end off a decent first half of our case. And again, guys, just let me know if you are wanting your teams again. Shoot me a PM, and we'll get half 2 underway tomorrow. Sights on September, Andy Pages, Juan Olmos, Myro Shendrick. This is my guy. I might have to PC Myro Shendrick. Marcus Lee saying the Phillies, and that is gonna do it. Buzzers, thank you all so much for taking part of Bowman with us. I say it every time we do Bowman, but I really, 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 really appreciate that you guys allow us to be able to rip Bowman. It's something that we didn't get into until a little bit later in our Buzzer Breaks history. Shout out to Nathan Sheldon, man. He was the one that really pushed me to do and get into Bowman. It's now a huge part of our personal collection, and I love breaking with you guys, and it's a definite privilege to be able to do so. So I really appreciate you guys for always allowing us to do this and for always being down for some Bowman. It is such a fun product. And man, even though this Bowman release is a little bit more expensive than we're used to, it's the price of wax in baseball is super nice. So love to see it. Glad that we got some heaters today. We saw some really cool ones. Diana, the orange. Nice purple Caminero for the Rays and Griffin. Here's the back half of the recap. Congratulations to everybody who hit here in half number 1. For those of you that didn't, as always, I do apologize, and we'll try our best to do better for you next time. But yeah, half 2 will go down tomorrow. Very excited to get back into it. I wish we were doing the other half right now, but my wrists and hands definitely do need a little bit of a break. And as you guys see, compared to other breakers, we kind of over top load, but would rather over than under, that's for sure. I hit the break right here. 1 of 5, Nolan Gorman. Sick card. And that is going to do it. Break number 946 is in the books. Same birthday for the Muncies? That is a glitch in the... That is crazy. Guys, Red is right. We have never been this close as we are now to break 1,000. Dude, actually, though, we're only 54 away. It's right around the corner. It's like a month and change away. Guys, we've got some absolutely massive plans to break 1,000. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But, guys, thank y'all so much for getting us a Bowman. We will see y'all tomorrow for half number 2. And then if you guys want this weekend, we could definitely try a little mixer. Maybe Jumbo plus Hobby. Maybe one Jumbo with some Bowman from last year. Let me know what you guys are thinking, what classes that you prefer, all that fun stuff. But again, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have yourselves an absolutely wonderful and fantastic rest of your evening. We'll see you tomorrow for half number 2 and Friday for the break of the week. Peace out, Buzzers. Thanks for breaking with us as always.